Any room you walk into a sanctuary. Let's begin. There comes a time in your life when you must rise from the table where love is no longer being served. You must rise not because you're angry, not because you're weak, but because something in your soul begins to whisper, "This is not where I bloom." And if you are wise, you will listen. See, people treat you according to the story you allow them to believe. If you keep letting them write chapters in your life with dirty hands, they will. If you keep offering your silence in the face of insult, they will interpret it as permission. We teach people how to treat us, first by what we allow, and finally by what we stop allowing. You don't need to scream. You don't need to explain. You don't need to beg anyone to respect your line. A boundary, when set with quiet certainty, echoes louder than 1,000 pleas. It hums like thunder inside your bones. It doesn't tremble. It doesn't waver. It just is. The problem is, many of us set boundaries like sandcastles, delicate and fleeting. One wave of guilt, one tide of doubt, and suddenly we're backpedaling, apologizing for choosing ourselves. But to draw the line once and mean it, you must understand this. Your boundary is not cruelty. It is clarity. It is not rejection. It is protection. Not from others.
Peace and love, 561. We live right now, man. We on that Maya Angelou, man. We on that Maya Angelou, man, right now, man. You know? One of the greatest. One of the greatest of all times, man. Maya Angelou, man. Great woman. God rest her soul. Her teachings will forever echo all over the world at any given time, at any given moment. Her voice will echo, man, throughout this world, man. Everywhere.
Your line must rise like a wall, not to imprison, but to preserve. People will test your limits, not because they don't understand you, but because they want to see if you understand yourself. They push, not to find the edge, but to see if it moves. And if it moves once, it will move again. But if it stands firm, calm, unwavering, still, they will either shift their step or leave your space entirely. Either way, you win. You see, this is not about being cold. It's about being clear. Love is not measured by how much you're willing to suffer. It is not earned through silence or sacrifice. The people meant for you will honor your boundary like sacred ground. They will not need it carved in stone. They will hear it in the timbre of your voice, see it in the way you carry yourself, feel it in the way you don't over-explain. The power in drawing the line once is that it requires deep knowing. It means you've spent time with yourself, enough time to say, "This is what I will not accept. This is who I refuse to become in the name of keeping company. This is how I protect my joy." And the moment you choose that, choose you, something remarkable happens. The right people stay. The wrong ones don't even bother knocking. You'll find that your life starts to quiet, not with loneliness, but with peace. You'll stop being a magnet for chaos because you no longer speak the language of tolerance for pain disguised as love. And yes, it will be hard at first. You will shake. You will question. You will wonder if maybe you're overreacting, if maybe they didn't mean it like that, if maybe you should give them one more chance. But then you'll remember every time your spirit crumpled just a little under their gaze. Every time your voice was dismissed like wind through leaves. Every time you played small so someone else could feel big. No more. Draw the line once, not in sand, in stone, in spirit, in silence that cannot be coaxed into compromise. Draw it and walk it and let the world adjust. There will be some who call you difficult. Let them. Some who say you've changed. Say thank you. Some who turn their backs, let them go. The ones who matter will never ask you to sacrifice yourself to prove your worth. And the ones who do, well, they were never meant to sit at your table anyway. You are not a door to be walked through. You are not a rug to collect footprints. You are a temple. You are a garden. You are a wild flame. Treat yourself as such and watch the world shift around the fire you become. Draw the line once and mean it. There is a moment in every
That's
life when you
powerful.
must
That's
decide.
powerful. You hear what she said? Watch the world shift around the fire that you become. Y'all got that? You hear what she said? Watch the world shift around the fire that you become. That's powerful right there. You hear me? That means you a powerful fire, man, that you know what I'm saying, that people can't get around. That she powerful, man. Maya Angelou. Peace and love, 561. We live, man. We live. Giving out this food, you know? Giving out this food, yo.
Have been taught that suffering is a garment we are meant to wear until it dissolves. But suffering, my dear, is not meant to be worn. It is meant to be outgrown. You are not what happened to you. You are what you chose to become after it. Pain may visit, yes. It may sit in your house uninvited, track mud across your kitchen floor, whisper shame in the corners of your mind. But you do not need to give it a bed. You do not need to feed it breakfast. You do not need to make a home inside your hurt. You are not a victim unless you let the wound define you more than the wisdom it gave you.
Oh,
It is
man.
easy, so easy to stay small in the face of what broke you, to stay curled inward like a question, to use your trauma as a reason not to rise. People will even applaud you for it, say, look how much she endured, as if endurance is the same as elevation. But endurance without transformation is just surviving. And you were not born to survive. You were born to soar. You see, playing the victim hands your power to the very people who once hurt you. Every time you say they ruined me, you tie yourself to the moment they did. Every time you repeat the story where you are only the one who was wronged, you forget the part where you stood back up, shook off the dust, and moved forward. Don't leave that chapter out. That's the chapter where your strength was born. And hear me clearly. This is not about denying the truth. What was done to you was real. The betrayal, the silence, the abandonment, the manipulation, the violence. I do not ask you to pretend it didn't happen. I ask you not to let it shape what you become. They don't get to build your future with the bricks of your past, not unless you give them your hands. There is power in saying this happened. It
You heard
hurt.
it? You heard that? You heard that? You heard that? You heard that? Did you hear what she just said? Dog, unless you give them your hands to build, unless you give them your hands to build the shit with your own hands against yourself, dog. That is so powerful, dog. Unless you give them your hands to build your own fucking pain, dog. Wow.
And I still choose to grow. There is power in looking at your reflection and seeing not just the one who suffered, but the one who survived, the one who learned to breathe in rooms where she once choked, the one who danced again, even with scarred feet. When you refuse the role of the victim, you rewrite the script. No longer the background character in someone else's drama, no longer waiting for an apology that will never come. No longer carrying their shame on your shoulders like it was ever yours to hold. You step forward and you say, this is my story now, and I get to decide how it unfolds. The world might not cheer for this moment. There is a kind of sympathy people love to give when you are broken. But there is something rarer, something quieter, more sacred than sympathy, and that is self-respect. It doesn't need applause. It doesn't need validation. It just stands quietly, steadily, and says, I will not be defined by what hurt me. I will be known by how I healed. People may not understand. That's all right. Healing is not for their comfort. Refusing to be a victim does not mean pretending you were never hurt. It means choosing not to carry it like a flag. It means not letting it become the loudest part of who you are. It means no longer making your suffering your introduction. Because the truth is, the most powerful people you'll ever meet are not the loudest ones in the room. They are the ones who carry pain with grace, who walk through fire and still smell like hope, who speak with a voice that once trembled and now sings. They've learned the secret. When you refuse to be a victim, you don't erase your past. You rise above it. And rising, my love, is the most radical thing you can do. Refusing the role of the victim means reclaiming your narrative. It means loving yourself enough to say, they may have wounded me, but they did not win. It means forgiving, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. It means walking forward even when your legs still shake, speaking truth even when your voice is soft, standing tall even if the world only remembers you for how you fell. But you'll know, you'll remember. You'll see your reflection one day and smile, not because you were never hurt, but because you refused to stay broken. And that, my dear, is strength. Not the kind that shouts, the kind that endures, that heals, that chooses to rise. There comes a time when your soul no longer wishes to argue, no longer aches to be understood by those who refuse to listen the first 100 times, no longer begs to be seen by eyes that were never looking in your direction. It simply wants peace. And peace, my dear, is not found in chaos. Peace is found in the quiet exit, the clean goodbye, the kind of leaving that does not slam doors but closes them gently for your own sake. There's a belief we are taught that to leave something behind, especially someone who once held our heart, we must make noise, that we must explain, perform, defend our right to walk away. But you don't owe anyone a spectacle. You don't need to set fire to the bridge. You don't need to curse their name or recount every bruise they gave you. Dignity is not in the fire. It is in the grace of your silence. It is in the strength of not needing to be loud in order to be free. You see, drama feeds on attention. It grows with every retelling, every text, every confrontation. But dignity does not require an audience. Dignity is the quiet way your hand loosens its grip on what no longer grows you. It is the way you walk out of a room with your head high, even if your heart still stumbles behind. It is knowing you are not abandoning them. You are returning to yourself. There will be voices, of course. Some within you, some outside, whispering, "Don't you want closure?" But closure does not come from them. It comes from the moment you realize you were waiting for someone to undo a damage they had no intention of ever making right. Closure is not found in another conversation. It is found in the pause where you finally stop chasing the end of a story that should have ended long ago. And yes, you will feel tempted to go back, to say one more thing, to answer the message, to defend your choices.
Peace and love, 561 be live right now. What it do, GT? What's up, big brother? How you doing tonight, man? Just jumped on here right quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Just cooling, that's all. Got too much to say, too much going on. Just listen to some Maya Angelou, man, you know, giving out some good food. Some Maya Angelou right now, man. She got some good words for the world, you know? Yeah, for real, man. Maya Angelou tonight, man. Maya Angelou.
No longer care. It does not mean you are cold or indifferent. It means you love yourself enough to walk away from what has become a prison for your spirit. You stop making excuses for their behavior. You stop interpreting crumbs as kindness. You stop building homes in places where you are only ever a guest. It takes great courage to choose quiet over chaos, to sit with the ache instead of numbing it with more arguments, more chances, more hope. But when you do, when you choose to leave with grace instead of fire, you begin to hear yourself again. You hear the part of you that says, you are not too much. You are just no longer in the right place. And let me tell you something. When you walk away with dignity, the people who once fed on your reaction will starve. They won't know what to do with your silence. They'll call it cold. They'll call it dramatic. They'll say you never cared. Let them. Their confusion is not your burden. Your peace does not require their understanding. You will feel lonely sometimes. That's true. There is a grief that comes with releasing what once felt like love, but not everything that felt good was good for you. Some things only felt like love because we were starving, and now you are learning how to be full on your own. That is what detachment is. It's not about erasing the memory, it's about honoring yourself enough to no longer live inside it. Detach with dignity. Let your healing be quiet. Let your strength be still. There is no need to win an argument when your peace is already the prize. You do not need to speak louder to be right. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all, because those who truly know your worth will never need to be reminded of it. And those who forgot it, let them go, quietly, completely, without bitterness, without applause. Just like that, because you, my dear, are not a performer. You are not a page in someone else's script. You are the author now. And this next chapter, it begins in silence, with your hand on the door and your heart finally free. There are some things in life too sacred to be placed on the table for negotiation. Your peace is one of them. It is not a favor someone grants you. It is not a gift you borrow until someone else says it's time to return it. Your peace is not a shared possession, not a space for public debate, not a trophy to be handed over every time someone disagrees with the way you live your truth. Peace is a quiet room inside you. It is the place you retreat to when the world becomes too loud. And for far too long, you've let people walk in with muddy shoes and careless voices, rearranging your furniture, drawing curtains on your light. You've let them speak too loudly in rooms.
The crazy thing about it is though, is that you will be thinking that this lady talking about strangers, right? But we so messed up today, dog. You know who this lady talking about? Your damn family. You know that? For real. Like who else can anybody point their finger at that distracts them, that brings them discomfort, that brings them disloyalty, that backstab them? It ain't your friends no more, bro. It ain't your friends no more, bro. So I don't know what the hell people be talking about the world. Like, it ain't your friend. If you go out into the world right now, if you get into an argument in your house right now, and you go out the door and you go to your friend house or somebody else's house, I promise you, bro, it ain't them, bro. It's crazy how life done turned fucking crazy around it. It's only your fucking family that you care about proving something to that makes you feel fucked up today, bro. If everybody didn't give a fuck about how their family feel about them, you will have way more people doing so much more shit that is crazier than you fucking would ever believe in your mind. Have you ever, yo? If people didn't care about what their family thought of them today, like today, dog, when I tell you, dog, people will really say the world is coming to an end. Just imagine how many young people want to be grown but can't act grown in front of their real family, but they act grown in front of their friends, bro. Dog, when I tell you, dog, it's something going on, bro. It's something going on, and it's so hurtful, and it's so sad, and it's so heartbreaking that, bro, we can't do nothing about it, dog. Nothing about it, bro. I promise. It's like, even when you think it's going to be a relief of everything going on, man, shit get 10 times worse every time you get up and you see what's going on outside, or you just inside of the house. Like, people that go outside, it's people that go outside the house and bring back worldly bullshit. It's inside of a sacred home it's none of that shit, dog. Them the real poison people of the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, let the household stay humble. Let the household stay on point, on point with not being too much of the world. You know what I'm saying? But they know how to get up and go to work. They know how to take care, you know what I'm saying, take care of the bills. You know what I'm saying? They know how to take care of the laundry. You know what I'm saying? Like, let the household stay simple. Anybody that go outside the house and bring some type of advancement to living, what people living, already living normal and on a good pace, they the true poison people of the world. Like, for real, bro. Like, all jokes to the side. Morocco. Wow, that's big. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like it's crazy, bro. It ain't outside the house that's giving you the problems. It's the inside of the house. It's your support. It's the people that you look up to believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Them the people that hurt you, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like relationships with 1 year, 6 months into a relationship with your girl or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You putting more love inside of that than you ever put in anything than your own brothers and sisters and your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like you putting so much love. Like I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna use my daughter as an example. 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? 20 years old. You feel me? Dog, done did everything you can do to stand by this child. You know what I'm saying? I made sure this child had the best everything. Fuck material shit. I'm talking about education, surroundings, leadership, all that shit. Man, when I tell you, man, let that girl out the fucking house, man, guess where this fucking girl at, man? Inside of a fucking club selling hookahs, bro. You see what I'm saying? Ain't doing no educational shit. Ain't no self-respect shit. Making me accept the fact that okay, you choose what you choose, I'ma choose what I choose. Hold up, wait a minute. Wait. Now that you grown and you don't got a motherfucking worry about being nothing greater in life, you said you gonna choose this shit? Come on, bro. What I'm saying, like, what if I'd have made that decision from the gate though? And just turned my back on my child, you know what I'm saying, and said, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'ma just let you be. I'ma just let you be what you gonna be off the gate instead of just living 20 fucking years later. 20 fucking years later, man, to see your body full of tattoos and see you fucking wearing stank ass shorts jacked up with your ass cheeks showing. You know what I'm saying? To like you not even giving a fuck about self-respect no more. But some kind of way I'm thinking that that's what you wanted. But now in these days today, I'm talking about today. Fuck back in the days, talking about today. These children don't want parents, bro. Hell, fuck no, they don't want no damn parent. You know why? Because one of the parents is okay with saying that it's okay for these kids to do this shit. And that's the true poison to everything, man. You know what I'm saying? I always want a child to, you know what I'm saying, do what you say instead of doing what the other parents say. You're fucking the child up regardless. This is what a lot of parents don't understand. When you think that the child doing something by you, but not doing something by the other parent, the child still rebelling against their parents. Honor thy mother and thy father. A lot of people keep on playing around fucking these kids' life up, right? Because you're not making the child honor both parents, bro. It's you think they're gonna get blessings because they listen to one parent while you got another parent fighting right there too? Man, what you mean? That's why parents gotta stop doing that to kids, man. If one parent is lacking in one area, the other parent, it's that job to always make sure that child know that parent love you no matter what. Straight up. It's just a fact. It go vice versa. It's not a one-way show. Parents have to uplift each other towards their children. If you don't do that shit, if you do not uplift your children, both of you guys on a different type of occasion, a different type of time, you're gonna fuck the child up, man. Straight up, man. The child ain't gonna never talk to one parent. I'm a living testimony, man. You can do all you can do. If the other parent is not lifting you up, you in a lot of trouble, bro. I don't give a fuck what you do for the child. It could be man or woman. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? We live in a split situation now in this time what we living in right now, man. The kids gonna cling to whatever the average kid that's choosing their own path young and don't know what the fuck they doing, gonna always cling to the parent that they could tell the most bullshit to. Trust me. If they got a whole bunch of bullshit to always bring to the parent, one of the parents ain't gonna get talked to. Because what you mean? As a parent, you don't want your child to fuck up. You want what you can't run their life. You can't hold their hand. But at the end of the day, come on, bro. Grab the children, man. Grab them. Boy or girl. If you see your daughter walk out the house with some stank ass shit on when she just got in this world, grab her, talk to her, and let her know she's not. It ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like grab them. You know what I'm saying? Grab your child, bro. Stop letting your children do this to themselves, man. You see your son walking out. If you see your 19, 18, 17, 16-year-old child going outside, boy or girl, girls with nasty shit on, fake hair, fake weave, fake lashes, make them take it off. Make them love themselves until they get real grown to make that decision for themselves. Like straight up and down. Don't let no fucking child make that decision no more, man. And if you a parent for real, they live up under your roof, they have no other choice. If they don't want to listen to you at the age of 15, 16, kick their ass out. You got it. No, that's what I'm saying. If you do this shit early and don't let 10 years pass you by of you agreeing with the same thing that's just tearing your kids down, then nobody can't blame you. Nobody can say it start at the house. You see what I'm saying? Don't play with fire, you won't get burnt, dog. Like straight up and down, man. I went against a lot of shit. I went against so much shit to the point where my positive wanting, my motivational love, my leadership as examples, they call me a negative person for that, which I'm grateful for that because my God know that I tried to do right by everybody, right? But we live in a time right now that right is wrong and wrong is right. So if I'm not pushing wrong and making that shit sweet and making that shit look good and making that I'm bad. If I push right, if I push no, I mean I'm bad. Yeah, if I push right and stand on right, I'm the most negative person in the world right now today. And one thing I always tell people to do, if you say I'm negative, if anybody ever say I'm negative, I always tell them to repeat the words. Repeat it. Repeat what I say negative so I can understand why I'm negative at. And guess what everybody do today? Oh, you just trying to have a sense. Oh, you think you're perfect. Oh, you think you're smarter than somebody else. Why? Because I asked you to explain how I'm negative. That's all I ask. How am I negative? Explain to me so I can understand how I can change. But to this day, years later, hours, months, whatever, no one can never ever point out or explain how that I'm negative, how the way that I'm negative. So what I do now, I just sit back and I understand what's going on. Okay, it's called self-preservation years right now. For everybody that's woke, for everybody that got a positive help direction to people that you talk to consistently this month, next month, whatever, years ago, whatever, to this day, and you still got to talk to them today, stop. 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 Stop trying to. It's the same thing as the Jehovah Witness people, the people that try to push religion on you. Stop. Because that's a true saying of we are all God's children. I don't care if that's your daughter, that's your dad. We are all God's children. And whenever anybody can't listen to 1, 2, 3, literally like a simple 1, 2, 3, that means they're up under the real provision of God's power, which we all are. But some things just be seen like blatantly in your face. Like blatantly. It just be like, yeah, you up under a spiritual war, a spiritual power. I ain't gonna say it's negative. I can't say nothing God does is bad. Everything that's being done is for the better of everything, right? But at the end of the day, it's not our fight when someone's not listening. It's not. It's not our fight. It's bigger than us. It's so bigger than us to the point where if you don't stop fighting something that you can never win in, you're going to kill yourself. You're going to stress yourself out. You're going to lose weight. You might draw cancer. You never know what you might draw to yourself by trying to force somebody to listen to you, man. And it's only because you care. That's why I was saying, like, caring about the wrong stuff today will kill you. Because today is not the time to try to show that type of care. You need to just make sure that you're taking care of yourself, making sure that you got the right knowledge that you got going on inside your body, making sure that, you know what I'm saying, you practicing what you preach, you know what I'm saying, and hold everything inside of you. Hold everything inside of you, you know what I'm saying, that you need to keep building yourself up with. You know? Keep building yourself up with protection, love, you know what I'm saying? Just be untouchable with the way you respond. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might be coming to you, cussing you out, and the other time you might go to cussing them out too, right? But all you gotta do is stay humble and be like, I forgive you. I understand what's going on, but right now I'm meditating. You know what I'm saying? To keep your peace. You know what I'm saying? To keep your peace, man. Keep your peace and keep yourself always humble, because it's always a lot of tricks to get you to respond to hinder you. You know what I'm saying? Certain things come into your life to hinder you. And it's always a test every single day, every single hour to trick you into making you say the wrong things and get you in the wrong things. Cause that's, you gotta understand, what did the so-called bad spirit got kicked at? Down here. This is the bad spirits playground right now. Everybody's up under temptation every single day. Everybody's up under some type of test, because we are all somewhere where it's somebody else's playground. You don't get it. This is a physical earth. God is a spiritual being, but this is a physical earth. So that means you got to abide by the physical earth laws, man. When we get where we're going with the spiritual situation, then that's different. But this physical earth has laws. Believe that. It has laws. And nobody don't want to understand that. That's why people, if you just really wake up, if you just free, wake up, just wake up for real. Just look at the world. If you put a seed in the ground, literally a seed, you really ain't got to water that bitch probably. Put it in the ground and watch what happens. It's going to grow. This is a live, living, physical earth. This is not spiritual right now. This is you can touch something with your hand. This is a real live physical earth. And you can put something into this earth, and you will get repaid what you put out in this earth. And that's a fact. And that's a fact. You just won't see it grow. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna plant something inside this earth, and you're gonna feel it, because it's physical form that you're planting. 100%. I'm a walking testimony, and I'm a child of God, which you all, everybody is. I'm not separated. We got one blood. Everybody has one color blood inside their body, and that's red. I don't give a damn how you look, what color you are. You got red blood. That means we are all of one. We are one Father. We all have the same blood in us, man. We might have different brains. We might think in certain different ways. But let me tell you something. Cut your arm and watch what color your blood is. That bitch red, boy. That means we are all alike, with just different features and different skin color. Trust me. We are all up under a test in this physical form right now. And I don't care how nobody feel against that person about what that person say about all that. It doesn't even really matter, bro. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. You only make it matter. Don't you understand what's going on? We create every single thing what is going on in this physical form right now. To get up tomorrow, guess what? They might come up with a new car. They built a new car in physical form with their hands. You hear me? Physical form. You can create something with your physical being, bro. Straight up and down. That's why I say, man, everybody got a purpose and a gift as God's children, man. For real. And I don't know what it is, but it definitely ain't got nothing to do with nothing physical. Nah, because the physical gonna fade away, bro. Believe that. I believe, man, you gotta really embrace your spiritualness and in line with it, and don't get tricked with the temptations, man, to like make your flesh go through so much. Because you can protect your flesh. Even though it's gonna perish, but you can protect it from pain. You can protect it from a lot of stuff if you just don't focus on the things that tear yourself down. Focus on the spiritual part about living, so you can stay floating. You know, if you just focus on the spiritual part, and you'll stay floating. You know what I'm saying? You'll stay. Don't get too attached to the physical, because it could be rebuilt right in your face, bro. Tomorrow, you can lose your girl tomorrow. I could lose a girl. You could lose your husband tomorrow. But guess what? God has in place for you already in the physical. You can get another one. Ain't that crazy? You'll be so scared and so hurt to lose that person, but guess what? They gonna go be with somebody, you gonna go be with somebody. You see what I'm saying? This shit is weird, bro. This shit is mad weird. And then guess what? If you never ever care about that person, then it won't never matter who the hell they be with, who the hell you be with, who the hell they be with. It don't even fucking matter. Because there's so many fucking people in this world. Somebody got to be with somebody any damn way. You know? regardless, eventually. I don't say that to say this, that, you know what I'm saying, don't put too much into something that you feel like you got to care about to hurt you, bro. Like, straight up and down, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop caring about certain shit to get hurt, man. You know? You don't got to care about certain shit to get hurt no more, man. You don't got to put yourself in debt to hurt no more, bro. Young lady, young man, you don't got to. You don't got to care about it to get hurt. You can care about it to be like, okay, cool. But when you start hurting and shit, when you start going through mental shit, when you start feeling that shit inside your body and your pain and all that shit, man, let it go, bro. Let it go before you lose yourself. Find peace. And it might hurt finding peace, but it'll be better tomorrow, though, bro. You don't got to drag yourself tomorrow feeling hurt, man or woman. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, though. But, man, it's how life is today, dog. Preserve it. Preserve yourself. Preserve your hurt. Preserve your pain. Preserve everything that you care about the wrong way. Because caring about something too hard that don't care about you, don't care about you caring about it, bro, you're going to lose yourself, bro. Man or woman. Man or woman, you'll lose yourself, bro. The shit is hurtful, bro. And it's definitely hurtful when it comes from your kids. You know what I'm saying? When you don't get the right type of appreciation from your children, dog, when your kids want you to love them a certain kind of way, that shit fucks you up. That shit literally tears you apart, bro. Like, all jokes to a side, dog. Salute, 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 Splash. I love y'all, man. I ain't been over there in a while, man. But you know, I love y'all, man. For real, man. Hope y'all family doing great. Hope y'all doing great. I hope my boy Ted health doing good. Like, I love y'all, man. For real, man. I appreciate y'all, man. So appreciate the support. I appreciate y'all stopping by, acknowledging me, recognizing me. I mean, everything. I'm so grateful for anything, any type of support, any light, any type of view. It doesn't even, you know what I'm saying? Anything, bro. I'm just appreciated, bro. I'm here just to get my message out and just try to reach people, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? When you get voided for so long in a circle where you feel like you're supposed to be so great at, it makes you want to see if it really is that bad that people say it is. So I came to the internet, you know what I'm saying? I came to the internet, bro, because why? It seems like I'm not appreciated right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm getting took for granted when I already know for a fact that I do what I'm supposed to do. But like I told y'all earlier, dog, we living in a time right now, but that shit don't matter about that old days shit no more. You know what I'm saying? For real, it don't matter about that no more, man. I love y'all, man. Peace and love, man. I'm out.